What up, Broncos country? Welcome back to the channel. Here to preview the Kansas City Chiefs at the Denver Broncos. Game got flexed out of Sunday Night Football. Thank the Lordy Lord. I don't think we could handle watching the Broncos on another primetime game. This one is going to be a little bit of a later afternoon game. So, yeah. Probably the theme of this game, just with the circumstance of how the season's been going for the Broncos, is really upset. I mean, that's all we can do now. All we can do is play spoiler. Being 3-9, basically eliminated from the playoffs, you cannot get a record of at least 500 anymore. So, yeah, these final 5 games really just, we ain't got nothing to lose. Just go out there, try to win. If you lose, whatever, is what it is. But, yeah, I feel like the Broncos are kind of playing for something in this game because we have a 13-game losing streak against Kansas City. I think it's about time that we get that shit over with because it's getting old losing these guys. So I would like to at least beat them once to end that damn streak this year. Why not be this game? Anywho, before we get into the predictions, keys, all that, just want to talk about my boy DT on the wall up there. It's been a year since he passed. Rest in peace to Marius Thomas. It doesn't feel real. Like, it's crazy that he is no longer on this world, or in this world, on this planet anymore. But, you know, he's flying high, and Broncos country will always talk about the legend of DT. So, now, on to the game. First off, let's start out with the injury report. We'll start out with the road team. We'll go with the Chiefs. So, Kadarius Toney, well, he's questionable for this game with a hamstring injury. Joe Thuney, he is questionable with an ankle. Everybody else on Kansas City was full. For the Broncos, you have Andrew Beck is out. Courtland Sutton's out, which is a big blow to the offense that's already bad. You're basically losing, arguably your best wide receiver. Some people would say otherwise. I would probably say Courtland Sutton's our best receiver. So, yeah, it's a big loss that he is not going to be playing in this one. And then Dakota Allen was out with a hamstring. Questionable is Justin Sternett. Dalton Reisner is questionable. And DJ Jones is questionable. Definitely need Dalton Reisner because our offensive line stinks already. And DJ Jones, he's very good nose tackle. And, you know, definitely need to be plugging those holes up. Because kind of going into my keys for the Broncos to get an upset victory in this one, that's a big key right there. And then everybody else is full. So, going to the 3 keys. My number 1 key would be you have to score more than 1 touchdown. Okay, you probably have to score at least 27 points in this one. Yes, the Broncos defense has actually played very well against the Chiefs, but the offense is not able to score more points. So, in some of the losses that the Broncos have taken to the Chiefs, they've held them to like 20 points, but they just cannot score more than 20 points. If they're able to do that, that's big. They'll have a chance, but they have to keep up with the Chiefs. They cannot just hope for the defense to get a pick 6 or something, because that ain't going to happen. So you're going to have to keep up with them and, score points. But one guy who, going to the second key here, that I think is huge. Obviously, we'll go with the obvious one. We're going to have to pressure Mahomes. I think that's the second key here. That's big. When Mahomes is off balance and not getting what he wants, he makes bad decisions. But you cannot blitz him. You blitz Mahomes, he will kill you. All right? So it's going to be interesting to see what they do in this one. But, we need to put Mahomes in them 3rd and 17s, 3rd and longs. Because he's great at getting his team first downs. And they're one of the best teams in the league at driving the ball down the field. So they will definitely have to come up with something on how to kind of contain him. You're not going to fully contain him, but if you can kind of throw him off, that's what you need to do. And another guy who I think is big for that team is their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, or Pacheco? Is it Pacheco? I'm not really sure, but honestly, he was actually in some mock drafts for the Broncos, and a lot of people thought the Broncos should draft him. And he's a fast running back. I've seen him a couple times this year, and he's been doing pretty well with them. So I think that if they can kind of shut him down, he had 14 rushes, 66 yards, and a touchdown against the Bengals last week in their loss. And he had 2 receptions for 16. So I think he's another guy who's kind of underrated, that if you could take him away from Mahomes, I think that would be one of the big pieces of the puzzle on how to kind of slow him down. Because going into my third key, no, it's not what I always say, what I always say is you not turn over the football. Well, guess what? We didn't turn over the football against Baltimore. They turned it over twice. We won the turnover battle, still lost the game. So no longer saying that, because that's not really a key. That's just a thing that you hope happens. You don't turn over the damn ball. Third key in this one is Travis Kelce. You have to shut him down at least, because Travis Kelce has killed us every single time we play him. And the Broncos just don't get it. All right. They have not went out, got any coverage, tight end coverage, linebackers to slow him down at all. And every single time we play the Chiefs, he kills us. So, I mean, watching the Bengals game last week, you could see that they were shutting down Travis Kelce. I think he only had 56 yards, which that's not bad. Giving up 56 yards only to Travis Kelce, that's doable. So they're able to shut him down, not let him go off and tear that defense apart. They will have a budding chance. Josie Joe, Alex Singleton, great run stuffing linebackers, but they suck in coverage. So they have a big task ahead of them Sunday if they want to have a chance to win this one, because that Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes connection is real, and if we don't break that up, we're going to be in trouble. But anywho, know y'all want to hear the predictions and everything. I hope the Broncos end the streak. It's getting old, but I do think the Chiefs are probably going to win this game like 28-13. I don't think it's going to be close. The Broncos offense is just too historically bad to keep up with these guys. I think the defense will do everything they can until the very end, and they'll probably just fall flat. So, yeah. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. Definitely be watching the game. It's going to be interesting to see what this offense looks like. especially against a team like this, because a lot of Broncos fans thought it was bad earlier in the season. No, it's going to get bad this part of the season because we're actually playing real competition now. So, yeah, strap in, Broncos country. This could be a long ride. But, you know, who knows? You got to play the games to see what happens. That's the beautiful part of the game, is you never know what's going to happen. So just got to keep the faith. Hopefully we can pull an upset here. It'd be nice to break the streak. And, you know, that's just what we are. We're just the team that can play spoiler. That's all we're going to be for the rest of the year. We can't really tank because we don't own a first-round pick or second-round pick for this year. We can hope the 49ers lose out and help us out a little bit because we have their first-round pick. But for us, you know, it's just basically bragging rights. Try to get the win, feel good, get some mojo for next season. But, yeah, anywho, hope you all enjoyed the vid. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Other than that, stay safe, be good. Go Broncos. And strap in. See you guys in the next one.